forget, Nick, that I have Viking in my blood. You forget I have Norwegian in my blood, which makes me a fucking Viking. And trust me when I say I have a lot of Viking brothers and sisters that have got my back. So if you want to go to war, Nick, you better be ready to meet your fucking maker. Cause when we go to war, I'm out for blood. I'm not out for whatever you think. You want to go to war, Nick, you better be ready to lose. Cause the only way you're leaving is in handcuffs off this platform. Like I said, Nick, unlike you, I have honor. I have respect. But you have nothing but cowardice in your blood. You are no warrior. You have no blood of a warrior. You have no honor. You have no respect. You're a cheapskate, a monster. That's all you are. You're a lying piece of shit, cheapskate, and a scam artist. Either hand over the Xbox like an honorable human and prove to me that you got respect. Either send me the Xbox by mail and you prove to me that you have honor and that you have respect. Or we're going to war and I'm destroying you. So take your pick, man. What's it gonna be? Are you gonna hand over what's rightfully mine? Or do I get to go to war and beat your sorry ass and make you regret ever fucking with me? Are you gonna hand over what's rightfully mine? Or do I have to come after you and everyone you love? You gotta trust when I say I will come after you, your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters. I will come after everyone you've ever cared about.
All right. All right, look, that's enough of that. Okay. So we're done with that. No, matter of fact, since we're late, okay, and to celebrate getting my channel back, all right, we're gonna have the camera on. Also, let me go ahead and just say this, all right? Carissa has gone a tiny bit of time without saying my name, all right? Now, when she found out the channel was gone, who did she go mentioning? Tyler. She goes and mentions Tyler, dude. Insane. So I have a clip here, actually, that is pretty damning. We're going to go ahead and go over that. Give me a sec. By the way, Mr. Sacco, hold on, dude. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hey, Barry. William. I'm sure these people are no longer here. Bleacher Bum 2016, welcome. Welcome. Welcome, Vegans Vag. Welcome to the stream. Tom Space, welcome to the stream. All right, so, dude, I don't know. Look, okay, Mr. Sacco says, holy fuck. Even if that is meant ironically, Controllamaxxing? Seriously now? That's the how do you do, fellow kids, meme in action. Look, dude. Let's let me get. Look, dude. First and foremost, I'm going to say this, guy. I'm not some guy in their 30s, all right? I'm 22 years old. I'm a young guy. I never made it out to be any different. You know what I'm saying? But let me go and say this. Hold on. Let me go and say this. Oh, Vegan, what are you doing in the chat, Vegan? What are you doing here? No. Vegan, the wolves are going to find out that you're here, and they're going to come into my chat. All right? Hey, Tyler in chat, I was going to restream this, but I'm having a meltdown right now. A meltdown? You're having a meltdown? About what? Vegan's Vag says nobody cares, VP. Okay, so don't restream. Look, like, yeah, go melt down someone else, okay? Like, I'm stranded waiting on my pay. It's half an hour delayed. You're stranded? I'm sorry to hear about that. So I'm okay. I'm just stressing. Where's the guy who wanted? Yeah, where's the guy that gave you the money for the car? I think he can help you out. You know, I was live. I was gonna watch this live. Look, you can watch. You don't have to watch. So good. I'm not sure what Vegan Badge has to say about that. However, it's always nice to have everybody here in my chat. It's nice to see all of you. Yeah, we golden here. You want me to restream you? Is that what you want me to do? Oh my god, I don't ask for donations. Don't ever depend. Those when you hit the big league, sir. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the advice, VP. I appreciate that. I don't know when I'm gonna be hitting the big leagues. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. I don't ever depend on those when you hit. Okay, I don't even know what you're saying. Look, it's all good. It's all good. No, I was gonna watch this while I was live. There's a few things to go over here. There's definitely a few things. That I'm sure you guys will like. All right, but first things first. You know, Mr. Sacco, you're heading out. Have a good stream. I'll catch you up later. All right, VP. All right, I'll catch you later. I'll catch you later. Peace out. You always beg for money. What the fuck? Okay, well. All right, well, peace out, VP. Mr. Sacco, like, what's your deal, dude? Yeah, okay, yeah, pay came through. Peace, LOL. Well, okay. Hell yeah. All right. Anyway, Mr. Sacco, like, here's what I gotta say. You were on Discord, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't want to mention this at all, but it seems like you're currently texting people about me. I really had no issue with you, all right, but you came at me on Discord because, and again, this is Discord, people. You know, a lot of dumb shit happens on Discord. But Mr. Sacco, like, you were like having a meltdown in the VC, and I recommend, like, dude, just get off and go take a break. I don't think you're thinking clearly, sir. And like, that's all I said. I said, I don't think you're thinking clearly. You need to get yourself together, because he was trying to rally people against Southern Harlot for some reason. And I think it was because apparently somebody posed as Mr. Sacco on a panel 2 years ago. 2 years ago, too. And what he decides to do is threaten Southern Harlot, and he's demanding some kind of apology because Southern Harlot thought it was him on panel, but it wasn't, I guess. And I was like, okay, cool. That doesn't really seem like a big deal. If Southern did that, she's willing to apologize, which she was, right? She's willing to apologize. But no, instead, Mr. Sacco is like attempting to dox her. He's threatening to beat people, including women, into a bloody pulp. He said that he wanted to fly me out to Austria so he can beat me to a bloody pulp as well. Look, dude. Just because I don't take your side and I tell you to relax, all right, doesn't mean that you, sir, need to threaten to beat me into a bloody pulp. You need to relax, because I see right here that apparently you're still texting people. I don't want to make this a big thing. I have never heard your voice. I've always seen you as a chatter until about 2 weeks ago. So you need to relax, you know, just because you don't like somebody doesn't mean that I have to be entitled to agree with what you say. And that doesn't mean that you should threaten to beat me into a bloody pulp. Like, this guy wants to buy me a plane ticket to go out to Austria. And it's a whole mess with this guy. That's why even Williams in chat, he's saying that you're not welcomed here anymore. I want Mr. Sacco to be here. I want him to relax. But if you continue to keep texting people, like, asking what my information is, which is something that everybody knows, if you're look, text me. I don't want you to join panel, but look, you're free to text me. I don't know. Look, get in contact with me some way, but like, you're freaking out and threatening to beat up women, sir. Like, that's not what you want to be doing. I'm not sure if you were under the influence. Get your senses together, sir. Please. I beg of you, dude. Please. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. I just had to say that really quick because he's been freaking out lately. Anyway, let's go and get into it. So, number one, I'm going to go ahead and play this clip really quick, and I want you to listen to the exact words that comes out of Carissa's mouth. So let's go ahead and play this really quick. I want you to listen to this.
It's a shame because the internet like ruins stuff. Because my family's funny as shit, and I would like put up videos of my family sometimes, but I can't anymore because y'all ruined it.
So, chat, if you didn't catch what she said that she wishes that she can post videos of her family online, but she can't do it because people who don't like her or even predators could ruin that. I don't think anybody wants to compromise their children. That's not what good parents do. They don't want to put their children in harm's way. That's why they keep them off social media. Especially if you know, this is a kid who isn't even a teenager yet, and that they aren't old enough to agree to, you know, to the terms of conditions for a site like TikTok, right? Always advise, keep your kids off social media. Now, she said that right here, right? You heard her say that. She acknowledges the fact that she can't do something like that. Cool. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and play a clip from her recently deleted live stream where, once again, she elaborates on this but goes back on her word. Let's go and pull this up. This is nuts. This is crazy. Like, we're going straight to the main dish here. All right?
Every kid has social media, bro. Every kid has social media. Like, I'm not going to tell my 9-year-old that she can't do something that every single one of her friends does. Okay? Every single one of her friends does it. That is not right, and that is not fair. Just because a bunch of people that you hang out with on the internet want to be child predators, that my child can't do what every other child does. That's actually retarded. That's actually retarded.
So you hear her say in one clip that she doesn't want to compromise her family because, you know, there are people online that want to harm her. I've never seen any instance of that, or that there are people who want to harm her child, God forbid, you know. And then she goes back on her word. So this is one of her recent streams from, I think, about, what, like 3-4 days ago. And she's talking about how children should be allowed to have social media, right? That's what she says. Specifically, and I'm going to elaborate on this because she said it herself, that her 9-year-old should be on social media, right? That's what she said, and that just because they're and you know, she said that just because there are child predators online doesn't mean that her kids shouldn't have social media. That's weird. That's really strange to say something like that. You would think for a woman who is so up in arms about protecting children, which I'm glad that she preaches that. You know, I'm glad. When you preach something, you have to follow through on it. Just like how when you read verses out the Bible, you have to practice that, but you're full of contradictions. All right. I mean, you go around, you call people pedophiles and diddlers, but you're acknowledging the fact that there are diddlers on platforms, right? And look, I'm glad that at least you know of that. But it's funny that you know of that, but then try to justify a 9-year-old having a TikTok account that apparently they post on. So I don't know what the deal is with that. And I would like to get some chat input here, because would any of you allow your 9-year-old kid to have a social media platform and post videos of themselves? I would hope not. I would hope not. But this is a woman who's constantly talking about protecting children, which is a message that a lot 99.9% of the people around here agree with. You know what I'm saying? But to say that you don't want to punish a kid from having social media because there's predators online, I would say you're punishing them by not removing their account. Okay. I'm not even a parent and I know this, you know, because like it's literally common sense, dudes. It's literally common sense, chat. Control's logic is so broken. Absolutely. Like it's crazy. Sorry, I didn't really see that. Yeah, he's never mentioned on social media. That's the thing. She mentions her child all the time, and I never refer to them specifically, but she talks about them all the time. But if you comment on her parenting, on her parenting abilities, I use abilities very loosely. She's not good at what she does. But if all you do is talk about your parenting, if all you do is talk about your child, you're making that the center of pretty much your content, which is something that you always said that you're against, but you contradict it. All right. I want to go back and replay that actually.
Every kid has social media, bro. Every kid has social media. Like, I'm not going to tell my 9-year-old that she can't do something that every single one of her friends does. Okay? Every single one of her friends does it. That is not right, and that is not fair. Just because a bunch of people that you hang out with on the internet want to be child predators, that my child can't do what every other child does.
So that's the thing, though. Not every other child has a social media page, especially before, they turn into a teenager. With me, I didn't have my first social media account. It's not because I was restricted. I just didn't need them. But something like junior high, like 7th grade. And I think by that time, I think I had my own Facebook and stuff. But there shouldn't be any world, all right, where a 9-year-old should have a TikTok account posting videos. Like, there shouldn't be any world where a 9-year-old should have a Facebook, Snapchat, whatever. Like, that just, if you care about your parenting as much as Carissa claims that she cares about, then like you wouldn't allow that to happen. Again, there are warnings in place for that, and if there's more child predators online, more than ever, you're seeing it more than ever. And the fact that you think it's okay, especially with what you do online, right? You have a lot of enemies, and you still allow that to happen. You still allow a 9-year-old to have social media, despite you having enemies. And I said this on the last stream. I don't agree with the people looking up her social media. I don't agree with people editing her photos. However, when like as fucked up as that is, we have to address the elephant in the room here, and where she's also messed up as a parent. When you're on the platform for 4 years, sorry, not even 4 years, that's like 2022. You've been on the platform for fucking like 6 years. It's been a really long time. And for the last, at least for the last 3 or 4, you've been talking about the safety of your family. You've been talking about how there are predators in the community. You still didn't do anything to protect children because you're still posting pictures of a child. So it's your responsibility as a mother who knows everything about this to help minimize what you put out there. All right, because you acknowledge that there's predators. That's what you said. You said there's predators out there, but you don't want to take away your 9-year-old child's TikTok account. That's really concerning, and I can't help but look at you way more differently. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what the chat's thoughts are on that. All right, but this is insane. Okay, this is fucking crazy. Anyway. She's so irresponsible with her parenting. Not surprising how sick her thinking is. Absolutely. She's really got to watch out. And I shouldn't even have to say that, because all she does is cry about the safety of her child, her family. And she knows that people that sick people who hate her, disgusting people that hate her. Disgusting people who are willing to do AI Photoshop of her child. It's very disgusting, but you do nothing to minimize that. And I can't help but think, as much as that does make you a victim, I can't help but think to myself that possibly you're doing it for a way to have something to complain about, like you're, doing like the bait and switch. You can't preach something and then not follow through on it. You have to take away the social media. You have to take the pictures off. If you don't do that and you keep allowing it to happen, you are a child's worst enemy. You know what I'm saying, dudes? You know what I'm saying? You're aware of this. This isn't like this is just some kid with unsupervised internet access. You know what they do. You got to take it away. Like, that's nuts. Well, dude, so look, when I heard her say that, I was just absolutely floored. You have to take measures to help protect children, right? Because that's all that you talk about. Why are you not following through on that? It's crazy. Anyway, what's up, Battery? How you doing? What's up, Beep Beep? Especially TikTok, tons of sickos on there. Absolutely. 100%, dude. VP's arguing in chat here. What's going on? What is up? Anyways, I've spoken the truth. Most of you are aware. I'm just straightening it out. But don't fucking gaslight me. Don't fucking gaslight me. Take it up with the judges, the police, the doctors. You will be laughed at. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. So what Control leaves out is how she drew the attention of a growing hate mob for over 6 years who will go over life on her. She knows this and still continues. Yeah, she's not helping anybody out there. Big T is a YouTube superstar, not a well-liked one at that. She should know that having her poor innocent child having social media at the age of 9, which by the way, we didn't even personally me, I didn't even know how old they were. So she's willingly bringing it up that it's something that should be private. When no platform legally allows that age for a reason. Yeah. It's not a good idea at all. Definitely not. No. Again, you have these sickos over here, and I'm sorry that I have to say this, and I don't care what you think, but we have sickos making AI pictures, okay, of even new pictures that she keeps on posting from her YouTube community tab, wherever. Carissa's going to have to start taking some precautions. If she doesn't take precaution, she's basically allowing children to be victimized, and we cannot be having that. And I can't help but look at her differently, you know. So the last thing that I want to view Controlla as is somebody who hates children. Okay. But come on, dude. It's been years of victimizing yourself without taking precaution. When are you going to learn? Especially going as far as justifying a 9-year-old having a TikTok account because apparently other kids do. And you're saying that if you take them off, that's punishing them. I can't help but judge your parenting there. But one thing that Carissa is absolutely correct about is that, yeah, there are sickos out there that are saving pictures, apparently, and that there are sickos out there that are making AI pictures. That's something that I don't agree with. That's sick and that's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. But look, last time I'm saying this, you can't keep complaining about it without taking precaution. Once you start taking some precaution, deleting photos and not posting them on your fucking YouTube tab, stop mentioning them, stop making them cry on stream, which is what you do. Then, only then can you really start playing the victim. Enough of that. I'm not sure what your guys' take on that, but that's just my thoughts. Hey, William. What's up, William? Yeah, so William was in her chat. I'm going to have to say this. So William was in her chat, and he brought up, too, is that, like, why does a 9-year-old have a TikTok account? That should not be allowed. Like, what are you doing? And then that's when she made that whole statement. She's even been going as far recently as to say stuff like, oh, William, I thought more about you. I can't believe you're even, questioning my parenting tactics. I can't believe you're, since you're saying that, you're co-signing what other people say. It's, dude, the switch up is crazy. The switch up is crazy. She has no issue throwing people under the bus that she claims that she likes. She's two-faced. Okay. Take a look at dragonflies. Just take a look at dragonflies. Dragonflies didn't really walk on her own. It took dragonflies being threatened. Speaking of dragonflies, I recently got a message from her, and I'm going to read it here on stream. Okay. Head pats to VP. Hey, Molly. What's up? The Stony Tony Show. What's up? Hey, man. I highly enjoy your lives, buddy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Tyler, you're talking about a woman who doxed her own daughters. Yeah, okay. All right. Look, I forgot about that, Chris. I forgot about that. All right. I tend to forget about things that disgust me immensely. She did do that, but she's going to blame it on drug addiction, okay? Don't forget, she was an active drug addiction at the time. That's why she showed the social security number. I don't know. We love you, Tyler. Well, you know what? Vegans Vag, I love you too. Thank you, man. I love you too, Vegans Vag. Thank you. 100% kids should not be online. We shouldn't even be having this conversation right now. We've been talking about it for like 20 minutes now. They shouldn't be online, and I can't help but look at you differently as a parent. Even though I thought you were terrible before, this is astronomically, like, this is just a whole new level of just straight up neglect. What's up? Yep, beep, what's going on, dudes? According to Controlla, dude, we have all kinds of clips here. So according to Controlla, Trisha was Okay, oh, please, dude. Oh, please. There was a time, I said this before, but there was a time, okay, where Trisha and Carissa had bad blood between each other. They were competing against on who is the better mother, who's better at what they do. And Carissa brought the idea that, hey, we should put our two kids on StreamYard and do like a battle of the wits. We should find out whose kid's smarter, because they would go around and they would both call their kids retarded. That's what they would do. And they thought, and that, Carissa thought it was a great idea to see whose kid was smarter. So let's not forget about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Especially when mom is a streamer who's hated. Jesus fucking Christ, Carissa. Yeah, at that point, it like, if I knew that I was immensely hated, I would try to limit how much I talk about my family. I already do that as it is, but I would try to limit that, and I would try to limit the presence of my child online. Enough of that. Anyway, what's up, Christopher? How you doing, bro? Nice to see all of you. I'm missing a lot of comments here. I kind of feel bad. Oh boy. So I want to talk about this now, but I think I'm just going to spoil it. I think I'm just going to spoil it if I talk about it now. You're going to be disgusted when you hear what you just said here. I think I might as well just skip right to it. I'm just going to skip to all the good parts here, and then whatever's left over, we will talk about and elaborate on, but let me go and get through these messages really quick. It's nice to see all of you. So Stony says, that day she got in the car accident, it didn't care about her kid in the backseat crying, only cared about calling Papa. I looked at her differently from then on. EMS was recommended. So instead of helping a child whose head was hurting, apparently that's what they said. We heard it in the stream. She didn't take them to the hospital. She didn't call EMS. And chat, do you want to know what she did instead? She said, no, you're okay. And then proceeded to delete the evidence. But it was all archived, so I'm glad that it was archived so other people can see. Quite frankly, I don't buy that you were lost in Staten Island. Okay, you weren't lost. You weren't lost driving around. You had your phone on the dashboard, mirroring yourself. You were looking at yourself while simultaneously reading the comments on the screen as well. You had one phone in your hand, one phone on the dashboard, and then you crashed your car because you weren't paying attention. You weren't lost in Staten Island, bitch. Like, You live there. Are you kidding me? She can't have a normal conversation, not even for William. No, she wanted to throw William right under the bus. Not that William cares, right? Because he doesn't really care. Like, all he did was question her on it. And then she was like, oh, I thought more of you. What do you think about Tyler BSR co-signing on people contacting my job? I never co-signed on it, but I said I wouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't be in any kind of position where you are like dictating somebody's life or trying to give an addict advice. You are the last person I would want to take advice from if I am going through addiction. Not to mention, you claim that you are telling these clients about Vegan Patriot so they can feel better about themselves. You don't even disconnect your online self to your real life self, because it's the same person. You can sit there and say that you play up this character, so does this character make fun of a grieving father who just lost their son to cancer? Does this character proceed to donate $50 to a GoFundMe that no longer had a purpose because you wanted to prove that you had money? The same GoFundMe that you tried to get taken down? Do you play this character when you read somebody else's CPS paperwork live on stream that was illegally given to you? Is that all a character as well? You guys let me know. I don't think that's a character, dudes. So Dante says, I'll make a prediction. She's going to smoke weed with her kid someday and say, well, I would hope not. She made that comparison with Trisha, by the way. I would hope none of that's true. Tyler, who would you bring back? SHP, Tony, White Bowser, the Dev, or Birdo? Well, okay, so what's up, Dr. Nas? How you doing? So I've last spoken to the Dev last month, and it was actually pretty shocking. Somebody invited him to this Discord server I was in. Like, the conversation was pretty one-sided, because when I was asking him how he was doing, or when I would ask him anything, he would do stuff like, so let's talk about Marty. Yeah, my dad's dying. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I'm getting $1 million and you're not. So I think it worked out. That's literally how the conversation went. Okay. I'm not kidding. You have balls, VP. I would much prefer that you wouldn't have said that. You have balls. Wow. What's up, low key? It's okay. She's got God and her Bible quotes on her side, guys. Yeah. Dev destroys Tyler. Let me go and tell you this, dude. If there's one thing that I can't say about the Dev that I told him, it's that you can throw whatever you want at the guy and he will just sit there and act unfazed. I'm not sure if it's the alcohol. Absolutely. Especially when he would go, oh, such a weirdo. I would probably bring back SHP. That's who I would bring back, SHP. No, so she didn't seem to care when Trisha posted Jen's pic because it had an emote over it, LOL. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Vegan, can you refrain from saying that you have balls, please? Thank you. Oh, okay, so legit blame Jen's husband for posting his stepkid on Facebook, by the way. Okay, yeah, so why... Although that's true, why can't that really apply to her, though? Yeah, why can't that apply to her? What's up, Big Dad Giga Chat? What's up, man? A Tyler stream, great up day. Yeah, dude, it's great. It's great. We have Goonin in chat too, by the way, boys. Look at that. A bunch of us got blocked that day. Yeah. We need to bring on the dev. Absolutely not, man. I am just so over him. I am so over him. But yeah, he's dude. Dev is probably one of the most unfazed people I've met in you know, the community, because he's always plastered, you know. I won't hesitate to say though that he is questionable. He is a very questionable guy. So okay, clearly her employer doesn't really vet the people they hire. Dante, they just don't care. I like, I heard that like within our area, she works at the equivalent of a McDonald's of drug clinics, so that would make sense. Anyway, remember when Deb watched a dude jerk off in VC? No, no. So many funny characters. Yeah, what's Deb's drink of choice? I don't know. He seems like a really short guy. He probably just gets fucked up on White Claws somehow. So there you go. All right, enough of that. So we can go ahead and get into this. We have a we're gonna get right into it. So we all know about Jadis, and I'm gonna go ahead and let the clip speak for itself. So this is 2 hours worth of an 8-hour live stream. I can't believe I'm even going through this.
Like, if his house ever like caught on fire, it would be in a fucking explosion, dude. It would literally, there'd be nothing left within a few minutes. It'd be like a giant fucking flame of alcohol, and everybody in there would be dead. There's no way in hell he'd be able to survive that fire. So let's just hope that nothing happens, dude. Let's just hope. Everybody loves me.
That's
Okay.
really fucked
Hey,
up.
Gemma,
Oh, let's
take
hope
over.
nothing happened. Let's just hope. Like, what?
That gift was.
I think we missed it.
That's
I
what
think we missed it.
It's nothing to do with you. Why are you such a liar?
To do with him. Why would no this before, Jace? Listen, even though on my shirt, no way
Like
voice message from if it's something is
this.
so you should have had some.
You dumb fucking retards failed to fucking realize that Jadis has literally been around my kid in real life. Like, my kid has met Jadis. Like, you people are so sick and demented that you've let like your mind get warped to the point that you think that, first of all, let's just break this down. Jada sent me a video game, which I had thought was for my kid. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have my daughter send a voice message.
Yikes! Away.
To thank you.
What the fuck,
right?
dude? What the fuck, dude? You think that's bad? I didn't even play what came before that. Okay, 149.46. Take a look at this.
Has like no
Just wanted to be a teenage
salmon.
Again, somebody wanting to be a teenage girl, that doesn't make them a predator.
It does.
Even if that's the case, like, even if what you're saying is correct and Jadis wanted to be a teenage girl, that doesn't in turn make him a predator at all. Like, it's wild to me that the people that are trying to call Jadis a predator support actual predators. Like, that's wild.
As it. Salmon actually posted it.
That's wild.
It was her sort of saying that you were sabotaging her career, that you were repeatedly calling, people that she was doing, getting, I guess, endorsement deals from or something, trying to sabotage her.
Elisa Jordan is a scumbag who platformed a literal child rapist. Like, I'm going to say that one more time. Elisa Jordana is a scumbag that platformed a literal child rapist. And I think
I was muted. I'm sorry. I was muted. No. Okay, basically what I said, I was like, in what world is it okay to justify a grown man dressing up as a teenage girl? And I also said, in what world would it be okay? In what world is that okay to allow that very same man around your kid? So feel free to let me know. I was muted, dude. Dude, my mic is like my own worst enemy, dude. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. I can't believe he tried to lie about his age. What the fuck? No, this is just strange. Like even coming from her, and to say that you allow that same man around a child, I think the police should be doing an investigation on you, and I am wondering what's truly going on, and why is this grown man who likes to dress as a teenage girl around children? So the police need to do some kind of investigation on her, dude. This is wrong. Whatever happened to Elisa? So she's actually live. Elisa's live right now. All right. No, my bad, because I said earlier I was like I have to turn on the camera for this because this is like ridiculous. She's live right now. Actually, she has 64 watching, so I am competing with her. I am competing with Elisa right now. She has more viewers than me. I can't talk based on appearance at all, okay? I'm just saying that she looks like a lizard person. You know, like I think she's a good-looking woman here, but like the lighting, I don't know. She looks like a lizard person. Elisa's getting it, baby. Yeah, no, she's still here. She still does IRL. Yeah, no, she's a beautiful woman. So deformed. Okay, William, you know what, dude? Look. So deformed. Wait, who? Elisa? I mean, you guys have seen me. I like I can't talk on people's appearances unless it's a few people that I don't like. But oh yeah, well, look. Wow. Okay. Yes. Okay. This guy said yes, dude. You know, I just said like the lady makes her look like a lizard person. I think she's Jewish too, Barry. Yeah, she's my Jewish sister. Yeah, she's Jewish, but converted to being a Christian. So okay. One facelift away from total disaster. Oh boy. So she has 20 more watching and she has 18,000 more subs, meaning your community watch ratio is much better and more real, to be honest. She had over 200 watching earlier. I can't help but think that she view bots, to be honest with you, but we're not here for Elisa. All right. I think Elisa is funny. I think she's funny. I'm still subbed to her. I used to watch her a lot in 2024. I think in 2022 as well. Nothing's changed. She's still the same old Jewish Christian lady, you know? Yeah, she's Christian now, yeah. There you go.
But those people will fall away anyway if they're not on the same wavelength as you. Like, if they can't relate, like a lot of people can't relate.
It's not real. So, so she also ran from Jadis and Fear, but you know that Carissa recently just talked shit on Elisa. I don't really understand that. Like, she's in no position. She's talking about Elisa had a guy in a show that ended up being a predator. And the moment that she found out, he was never on the show again. You know, and this guy actually went to jail. So I don't know what she's talking about. You have a guy that's dressing up as a teenager who's buying gifts for children in Gary's household. Okay, you're in no position. You're in no position, honestly. That's crazy. Yeah, when do all the streamers find Jesus? Carissa couldn't recite 5 verses to you right now with the Bible not in her face. She couldn't recite 5 verses, dude. 5. What's up, Graham? How you doing, dudes? What's up, guys? What's up, y'all? Let me just go and just say this, dudes. It is so nice to be back on the main channel. I almost didn't want to go live, and I appreciate William, and I don't know who else shared out the channel. There were a lot. Oh god, Vegan Patriots Live. I hope she, VP, what are you up to? But there are a lot of people out there to help shout out the channel, and I'm glad to the people that subscribed. I really appreciate that, and that means a lot, because around the time that my channel got taken down, that guy that does things and I were in the middle of talking about doing some kind of collaboration together, and on that same night, not even 10 minutes after I got off of his call, right? Because I was on a stream through a call, my channel got like terminated. It's crazy. But dude, look, Carissa was so happy. She started mentioning my name again and making up lies, thinking that I wouldn't even be around to refute anything. You know what I'm saying? But we're here now. Okay, we got the channel back. The more people covering her, the better. I want to go ahead and see what VP's up to. Yeah, YouTube, like it's I'm not a big fan of their terms of service. They wrongfully terminated my channel, by the way. I got that through an email. Like, I don't know how to feel. All right, VP. VP. Let's see what this chick's up to really quick before we move on forward. I think I'm not subscribed to her anymore. This is looking bad.
Is my gas, and is Abby's food is my, like, I depend on this and I pay them to give me my money, and like that's really scary when they don't do it, like, because you have no control. And that's all. I'm sorry, I had to lose my mind a little, but it's fine. It's okay. Hi, Too Cool. Thank you, angels. I will fix this now.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, hold on, guys. I gotta do one more thing. I forgot I had to do it. Oops. Wait. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, dudes. Wait, what am I doing right now? What the fuck?
Yeah. So again, that's Prism Live. I was actually motivated to use Prism because of her, and I found out it was mainly used for women, I guess. So yeah, unfortunately, they have a lot of women filters on there, and I got felted by Prism because it automatically applies it to your face every time you log in. I don't even think Prism's meant for men. Like, every filter icon on there has like a woman on it. I don't know. Dude, what is going on tonight? What is going on? Why is Elisa eating? What's going on, dude? What is happening?
It's pretty good. They made it fast. The guy's super nice in there.
All right. Okay.
That's right. I did. What did I do? Oh god, holy fuck. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Ay. Okay.
I would love, dude. Pico, I want her to come up here. Her and I were trying to plan this thing. And no, it's not like that. Okay, to all the VP haters out there, your feelings are completely validated. Okay, which is why I shouted out VP's Vag in chat. But I wanted her to join up, and I was like, hey, like, what's been going on between you and Carissa? Come up here and come tell your story, right? Why? Why? Because I feel like it, bro. We should definitely have VP up here, and then we can have her tell her story on Carissa. Because I'll tell you this, if there's one thing for certain, VP being on anyone's panel gets Krista to spurk out terribly. So, you want her to come up tonight? Yeah, dude, we can get her up here right now. She's been kind of ducking it a little bit because it seems like every night's a bad night, bro. But I've always been willing to talk to her. So we can get a better understanding on the beef. All right. She's not doing anything right now. Actually, the chat room is pretty dead. Like mine.
Yes. You're right. Luckily, I'm a survivor, not a victim. And then? Hold on.
What could she possibly be doing right now?
I'm trying to get my fucking thing pinned, but I can't. I need to make you a fucking manager of the channel. I haven't asked my manager yet, Angels, because my brain's fried. Like, dude, like, honestly, like, communication is so hard for me right now. There's so many people to respond to, and I literally can't and haven't yet.
I don't know. She keeps, like, trying to leave me on here, and I don't want to put up with that anymore. You know, she's coming into my chat room. You know, she started up a shitstorm, and she can say her piece on the panel, then whoever else wants to come up, they're free to come up, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway.
That would be the righteous thing to do, considering what she did. So I'm not really, Jadis, even if you did do that, even if you did try to sabotage her career, she is a scumbag that platformed a child rapist. Like, these are factual statements.
Said that. She
Happened.
was a freaking stalker, Jadis. She
Happened.
That, not me.
Literally happened.
Yeah, I know she did. Why? Why do you think she did that, Jadis? Because it's the same reason why she kept Jimmy the Christian around, because you gave her money. So at least I'm honest with you. And I didn't try to get money.
You know that she sent me voice messages I haven't really gotten around to listening to, but these are like 2-minute long voice messages, and I don't know, like, I really want to play them. I want to react to them with you guys. I don't think it's anything too out of the ordinary to what she would talk about on her own platform, but we have exclusive voice messages from VP herself. So I don't know why she won't answer you. She came to my chat room talking about some kind of payment.
Out of you. I just treated you like a normal person, even though multiple people told me, "Hey, Victoria, he's fucking weird. He's unhinged. He stalks women on here." I'm like, "Well, he's a little, eccentric, but he hasn't done anything." And then you did weird shit to me.
What did he do to you?
And you started screaming at me.
He did nothing to you.
Shit about me, which pissed me off even more, because I was nice enough to forgive you the first time when you made threats to me, Jadis. I was nice enough to say, "Hey, he was drunk. He was just going through shit because of his dad. And I'm going to give him a pass because I know what it's like to be in situations when you're in high, stress and you're just trying to keep your head level. You try to keep your head above water. And I gave you grace. And what did you do? You pissed on my fucking leg and you went into Controlla's chat and talked shit about me out of your mouse fucking account. And you think I was going to figure out about that shit? You think people don't tell me? You talk shit about me.
Too
She just went back
I
to
did.
Elisa after
I don't
Jimmy
need
the
to show
Christian. She
receipts,
did.
bro. You live in Controlla's chat
He did.
and you were under the mouse account.
He did.
Like, if you want me to go.
He did. Yeah, so Diaz did go back. He did. Again, why is this guy who likes to play as a teenage girl to dress up as them, why is he allowed to be around children? Why is he allowed to send children gifts? Why was he allowed to be in person around you and your child? What benefits came with that? In all honesty, bros. In all honesty, dudes, I can't believe Vicky has reached Tyler. Worlds collide. Well, oh no, battery stop. No, I have a picture just for that, dudes. Check this out. Money sign. Check this out, boys. Look at this. I had this saved up. Dude, she has to be drawing up on donations to do this to herself. Bleh. Boobies. Okay, William. Look, this is not normal behavior. the donations are drying up. So she went doing this. She drew money signs on her boobs, and she's been posting pictures of her feet. Like, she really wants the donations bad, but like, you sitting there and smoking weed and not being the recapper that you claim you are, it's not going to work out. It's also not worth selling your body for to get some donations for a rundown to the dispensary. Okay, it's just not worth it. If you went live and recap Vegan Patriot, like look, I'm showing what I'm viewing. I'm showing what I'm recapping. Why can't you do the same? Like, you play it through your phone and sit there and smoke weed. Ill's right. Boob pictures, feet, anything you can imagine. That's what she's trying to put out there to make a little more dough for her dispensary visits. Okay. Willing was being sarcastic there, by the way, obviously. Imagine selling your body. The thing is, she's is it even worth it at this point? Do I think so? Well, considering the fact that that apparently they have unsupervised internet, I would hope not. Yeah.
She were talking crap about me because somebody told me that they sent me the screenshots, and this is what they said. They said, "Hey, you know the Malice account? That's Jadis's alt. That's the second channel."
It's funny too, because sometimes she would get phone calls from her friends while she was live streaming. So I honestly can't help but think that they watch the stream and then they call her to have it heard on stream or something. Like, she can't even escape the trolling of friends, yikes. That's a big yikes too. This is a big yikes. I don't know. Somebody has to look into these people. This isn't a comfortable conversation. Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah, he was never hiding.
You were in my freaking chat demanding me to give you a fucking managing mod while you're in Controlla's chat.
He was never hiding.
Well, I didn't know that, Jadis. You know why? Because I don't follow shit like that. I'm not deep into people's
Jadis was
lore.
never
I don't
hiding.
care about people's backstories, particularly people in chat. But somebody did tell me that. And I'm like, well, dude, he's talking shit about me, then I'm going to unmod him. Not for her daughter. It's appropriate.
Realize that Jadis has literally been around my kid in real life. Like, my kid has met Jadis. Like, you people are so sick and demented that you've let like your mind get warped to the point that you think that, first of all, let's just break this down. Jada sent me a video game, which I had thought was for my kid. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have my daughter send a voice message to thank you, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong about any of that.
There is, dude.
Yeah, me and Jadis have hung out in real life. Jadis has been to my home in Florida.
No.
He's met my child.
Beep beep. I think this stuff is worth posting, honestly. I'm not sure if you already have it, but I can post the link and give you the timestamps. I don't know if you're on Discord or wherever, but this is definitely worth putting together, and I can post timestamps in chat for you. This is terrible.
I'm sorry. I don't believe that a kid saying thank you for a gift is like, user weirdos for trying to make that weird. Just plain and simple. Yeah. Yep. You were around Pebs' kid for years, literal years.
Oh, okay, BB. Don't worry about that. I got you later, bro. I promise.
The moment that you come around me and my kid, you all of a sudden become a predator.
Okay, so people, wow. All right, so you have an actual like teenage cross-dresser on your kid who's buying gifts for them. That's okay, but to anybody calling out the fact that a 9-year-old has a TikTok account that's them being a predator, you all got to make it make sense. By the way, chat, I actually got these sweet LED bulbs. Hold on. I know this is stupid. You might not know where this is going. Okay, you probably have no clue. But just wait. Hold on. But now I can have my room like Carissa's. Right? Now we can have the room like Carissa's. Hold on. Now this is great. See? All right. So, all right, hold on. Wait. Okay, we got my light. And then we got Carissa's light. See? See? You like that? You like that? Dude, this shit gives me a headache. Yeah, yeah, twinsies. Yeah. Look, now I just need, look, now all I need, all right. Now all I need is a collection of Labubus in the background. I need stickers. I need Bibles, Labubus, Amazon boxes. I need a keyboard in the background. I need more useless junk, and then we can truly be Controllamaxxing. Okay, so that's what we got to do. Actually, I'm curious to see what is on her Amazon wish list. This is giving me a headache. I'm gonna turn this off. I do not like that. Okay. So you can see I have been food maxing. We're halfway there. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out her Amazon wish list. All right. All right, this is bad. Okay, this has my main address on there. I am not going to show that. It won't even let me take it off. Or enter a zip code. Okay, we're just going to enter a random zip code. That's retarded. All right, we got it. We're good. So look, we are streaming in 720p. I didn't want to have to do that. Okay. So check it out. So this is so blurry. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Okay. There's a lot of things involving the Bronco, a bunch of useless junk. So she wants a Furby too. A Furblet? The fuck's a Furblet? Yeah, what the fuck? Stop. I don't know what that's all about. So she wants a Furblet. 40-year-olds asking for toys. It seems like Cyrax, honestly. It won't let me go back to sharing the full screen here. Lots of Bible stuff. Let me go and zoom in further. Catholic Bible study workbook for women. What? Carissa! Wait, didn't she just... Wait, hold on. Didn't she just order this? Hold on. Nah, wait a minute. I know for a fact we have a picture of her wearing this. Do we not have a picture of this? Away. She definitely bought this, right? She definitely bought that because I could have sworn you posted a picture of her wearing it. $56 right now? You're better off wiping your ass with $56 because it's yeah, 8 people have reviewed it. I feel bad for them. Yeah, no, she bought that. I remember Away posted some pictures earlier of that. Did she not? Oh, no, she didn't buy it. No, I'm thinking of something else. It's still terrible. Yeah. She buys a bunch of useless junk. You can see where my confusion comes from. You can see where it comes from. The nuns made those for free. Well, I have to pay $56 for them. Cough it up. She's so fake, dude. Bunch of Bible stuff. So, do we have more cottagecore dresses on the Amazon wish list? We have a... Okay, we all know that you're not brushing your teeth. Oh, please. Stop. Can we stop with the overalls, please? Can we just like relax on them? Showing that crap off like it's cool or something. It's definitely not. And like, I'm not even being biased. These people online, and by these people, I mean people like Pebs and a few others in the ETC universe, they made fun of her cottagecore dress so bad that she had to put it back up for sale. It was a hand-me-down from a website, and she put it back up for sale and somebody bought it. She got bullied out of wearing the dress. So I feel bad whoever got it, you know? Is that more Labubu's? No, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, man. Wow. Acrylic clear display case, 3-pack. So in case you want to put your Labubus in some kind of clear storage to help preserve them, this is for you. Yeah, you're done now? No, we're going to go through this together. I don't know what. Trider? What the fuck? What is a Yuki? Yuki Cutely Rabbit Series plush blind box. One of 9 possible styles. Oh, so you can get one of the 9 styles here. That's nice. Yeah, now we're pushing it. This is slop. This is absolute junk. Why are there so many toys? Okay, I don't know why. What's this right here for 130? A dual dash cam, front and rear. I don't know what use you would make out of this, considering the fact that you already have one and still hit the curb. Yeah, that's a waste. Good luck. There is so much junk for the Bronco. Okay, more useful shoes. Armor all. We're trying to look for more toys on the list. All right, we found them. Now let me go ahead and ask you this. What's up, Rich? How you doing? What need do you have for this garbage? All right. Yeah, now we're pushing it. Yeah, like she's gonna clean the car. No. All right, lady. Okay, so like, you want to know what's sad? She said that she wore that cottagecore dress to work, and she said that all of her coworkers loved it and they called the dress cute. It was a very cute dress. And she also said that she doesn't care what Pebs, Zaya, whoever, that she doesn't care what they think. You know, that their opinions don't matter and that they can't sway her way of thinking because she's always right. Like, only to put the dress back up online for sale. Okay, we got a piggy bank. You're not going to be saving much from there. Oh my God, stop with the Care Bears. Stop. Carissa, stop. You know this isn't for you. What are we doing? What occasion would you have to wear these for? in your situation, you don't go out anywhere. When life gets too hard to when life gets too hard to stand, kneel. Speaking of kneeling, chat, remember when she paid somebody to give them a blowjob? I remember that she had to pay a man to do that. Like, a man didn't even think she was worth like a free blowjob. She had to pay for it, and so that's when she went from like, dude, this is ridiculous. She had to pay for it, so that's when she went from standing to kneeling, but she had to pay for it. And I don't know too many people who pay to kneel. I'm sorry. Yep. Kneel in front of the glory hole, yo. I'm just saying, dude. I'm sorry. Somebody has to say it. You probably hear Zaya say it a lot. Okay, Zaya knows his shit. Pebs, dude, they all know their shit. You probably hear it all the time. She paid another man to suck them off. I didn't even think there was a market for that, honestly, because you would think it would be the other way around, right? So I guess apparently she was so disgusting that she had to pay a man to do that. So, okay. Moving on. Yeah, precious moments. Yeah, I'm sure that was a precious moment for Carissa. Just stop. Yeah, cold, delusional, absolutely. Precious moments is $5 at Goodwill. Holy shit! What's up, Pico? Holy shit! It's still going. Yeah, I know. I do, dude. I can scroll this whole stream. I don't think it will stop, but it looks like we are nearing the end. Okay, these are books not for her. I don't know why she has a jointed Amazon wish list. Again, this is where Jadis bought a gift for you know who. David in Trouble. You all remember that? Okay, I think we reached the end. More cartoon clothes. The Visa gift card. Yeah, so as if buying her something, anything off the list wasn't enough, she would also prefer a Visa gift card, which is actually pretty random. You could just Cash App her the amount, you know what I'm saying? This is junk. Besides some of the issue is with this chat, the issue is I can't tell what's meant for her and what's meant for the other person that's jointed on the Amazon wish list. I cannot tell. And that's an issue. Wait. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have just received new screenshots showing off her wow, she paid $35 for an apron and $37 for a mushroom zipper jumpsuit. Wait, yeah, it is a waste of money. I agree. Okay, let's go and pull this up. So here's one of the items. Let me know if you want me to mention your name. I don't know if you want me to. Open media link. So here's the mushroom jumpsuit. Go ahead and just take a look there, chat. It's not bad. I mean, well, okay. Let's go and see how much this thing costed. Looks like you can buy it on Shein, you know? Maybe I'm like indifferent because all I wear is like black or white t-shirts, so I'm kind of indifferent to a lot of this stuff. I've never seen a woman wear this before, actually. Well, let alone anybody. We can also include Jadis in there too, since he likes to dress up as a girl. So I guess men like to play dress up too, you know? So no, I never seen a man or a woman wear this. Fucking Jadis, dude. Okay, I was going to see how much that costed. I think I already pulled it up. Weirdo. So that was $38. Okay. So if we go ahead and go over to the apron, open media link. I have a lot of links open here. It's kind of hard to keep track. And this is the apron that she wears too. $50,000 in debt, by the way. Yeah, she's debt maxing. So I'm curious on how much this costed as well. We have a nice little apron with flowers on it. $35. There we go. $50K in debt. Damn. Dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it. You know damn well she ain't cooking nothing in that. Maybe she could cook it. Maybe she could cook it in the kitchen. Look, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you need some kind of like, if you need like a fire starter, if you need anything to light on fire and throw it in the pit, this would be it. I'm not sure if I'm being biased here. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm being biased here, but you guys let me know what you guys actually think about this. I don't trust myself to say anything right now regarding what she wears. I'll tell you this though, I am not a big fan of the mushroom jumpsuit. I'm just not a big fan. The Care Bear crock pot. I'm shocked that you've seen that. Yeah, the Care Bear crock pot. Yeah, she could put it in the Care Bear crock pot and she could make a fairy core floral overall dress for dinner. So yeah. Cottagecore? Okay, have you ever heard of Fairycore? I just seen this. Have you guys ever heard of Fairycore before? This is a Fairycore dress. Let me know. What adult wants a Hello Kitty anything? Mentally, she's not there, Barry. Giant Fairy and Doc Martens, imagine. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. I think we viewed everything on the Amazon wish list. Thank you for setting that. But I think she's better off burning them and using it for a fire in the backyard or something. I don't know. Okay, this is what you were referring to, the Care Bear crock pot beep beep. Uncanny Brands Care Bear 2-quart slow cooker. Cook with your favorite Care Bear characters. This thing could start a fire. Yeah, bonfire hype? Absolutely. This is sick. This will be on sale listed smoke-free home. Oh, please. She doesn't even want a real crock pot, bro. Easy bake ovens are too complicated for her. Well, why have an easy bake oven when you can have a Care Bear 2-quart slow cooker with your favorite Care Bear characters on it? You can cook it on low, you can cook it on high, and you can put it on warm. $40. Yeah, $40 seems good to me. Dude, $40 is like a Starbucks order. What the fuck's that pineapple tie? I don't know what that is. Dental pineapple dog toy and treat stuffer. Okay, look. We were talking about this the other day. I forgot who mentioned it. It was on a call, but we haven't seen that dog in God knows how long. All right. Where's the dog at? Whoa, buddy. Whoa. You forgot you even had a dog? I forgot too until somebody brought that up. I'm not sure if that's just like another burden put on Gary. And I don't think animals are burdens or not. I love animals. I'm referring to the fact that it's a burden to Gary because Gary didn't even want the dog. And so similar to the other person living in the house, not only does Gary have to take care of children, he also has to take care of a dog. Okay, look, we're gonna take one last quick sweep, and then we can move on. Well, this is all junk, dude. Oh boy. Again, mentally, she's not there. She's definitely not there. Definitely outside permanently. Maybe let's sit in at night before bed and back outside as soon as they wake up. Disgusting. There is no doubt in my mind that that dog is not being properly taken care of. She needs the push bar though in the truck. William, you know what's funny? From what I know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, guys, was or was not the Bronco in the shop at least twice? I could remember her mentioning that that apparently this new Bronco had to be put in the shop. Okay. Had to be put in the shop.
odd, peculiar, and it makes little to no sense. But
at least respect for her daughter's privacy, and just had told Controller, that's okay, you know, she doesn't have to send me a voice message, but I do appreciate the sentiment. You could have stopped there, but you didn't. Straight up adorable.
Who are you? Shut your fucking mouth about my kid, you stupid bitch.
Vegan Patriot just ended her show so she could come in to chat. Well, cool, Vegan, I need you to come on my panel. Because you were talking, she was going through her pillow. Like, you can tell Vegan's going through her feels right now because she's been drinking. Hey, Edward, did you freaking send Vegan a donation so she could get some weed, dude, so she's not drinking herself into, like, a stupor? Because she needs some weed, bro, because she clearly cannot handle her liquor. Because I saw a little bit of her stream, and she was going through her emotions, mostly about neck. Edward
Okay, all right, so we're done with that. So the entirety of that stream was her recapping Vicky's stuff. And the only bright side was her mentioning Jadis and how apparently Jadis cross-dressing or posing as a teenage girl, apparently to her isn't disgusting, you know. The fuck out of here. You know, okay. Well, if we could move on to more classic style and rants, this is a stream from a day before. So let's go ahead and begin where she mentions Rick. Once again, she can't keep Rick's name out of her mouth. Let's go ahead and move on here. One second here. One moment. I know there's a lot of dead air. I apologize. I'm sorry. 43:45.
Take them from the restaurant. Well, that's California for you. It's literally why Arizona's market for gay gaps is better. I make more money there, and I don't care. I will have a savings in Arizona. Please, I don't care. I don't fucking care. I could not tell you how much I don't care about fucking Samantha. I don't care. I just don't fucking care. I don't give a fucking care. I don't give a fuck. I can't shut up. Please. Please. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Stop trying to make me care. Please. Why can't that shit just leave? Stay away from me. I don't care. You guys want to talk about me? Talk about me. I know you're talking about me. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Why can't you just talk about me and not let me know about it? I don't care. Talk about me until you cease to have fucking air in your lungs. I don't care. God. Don't give a fuck. They're going to talk about me every second of every single day. This is all the fuck that they have. The same people who condemn this type of shit are joining in with it now. I don't care. They're fucking sick, sad, fucking pathetic people that literally need to fit in on the internet. These motherfuckers been doing this same shit long before I came to the fucking internet. They've been fucking hanging out in Discord and fucking group chats long before Big T was a thing. It's a bunch of fucking old women that want to fucking get along on the internet. I don't care what they're doing on the internet. Stop coming in my chat room and telling me about it. Low key, I feel like it's you bitches. I feel like it's Samantha himself because he wants my attention. I don't care about your bitch tits having ass. Talk about me. Cool. I know. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me about it. That shit ain't none of my fucking business. Are you okay? Cause you're another one. Oh, I report him. I don't care. I don't give a fuck or a shit about these fucking losers. Can I fucking recap this actual fucking lol cow? Please and thank you. This is like hosting. Hey, Angels.
Trying to get a refund from Amazon. That's what I care about currently.
Sexual.
You know what, Faye? Why don't you go live and you have people harass you and bother you on a pretty daily, consistent basis, your family, your kid, everyone you love, and let me see how you ignore it. Let me see how you do with that. It's very easy to sit in a chat room as a nameless, faceless person and tell somebody, oh, just ignore. That is, it's next to impossible. And I think I do a pretty fucking good job of it for the most part. I don't even talk about these people. I merely fucking hint at them and they're fucking spurging and fucking losing their fucking mind. Fucking literally 3 different people within 2 hours all went live, all because somebody came in my chat and I talked shit back to them. Do you need someone to change your fucking Pampers? Do you need a fucking baby wipe? Are you okay? Fuck out of here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I went in Big T's chat and I talked shit to her and she told me where the fuck to go with myself. I can't handle it.
This is a character, by the way, chat.
1,738 people on their fucking Fetty Wap gonna do a live about it. Nobody cares. Fuck that bitch tit. Fuck that bitch tit having no neck motherfucker too. I don't give a fuck. He didn't like when I was being nice to him, so he could suck a dick too. I don't care. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I no longer feel bad. The way that you don't feel bad for me, I don't feel bad for you. You are demons. Like, do you get it? Do you get it? You are demons. Living, breathing demons. You thrive on negativity.
What?
You thrive on misery. You prey on people's downfall. I spend 5% of my week on the internet talking shit. The rest of it 5%! I spend in prayer.
5%! 5%! I spend 5% of my time online during the weekends. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Am I missing something? Dude, you're doing 9-hour streams, dude. Yeah, 5%, please. 5%, please. Come on, look. 8 hours and 31 minutes. You think anybody around here streams for 8 hours and 31 minutes without at least being compensated for their time? Keep in mind, chat, she demands to be compensated for her time. She says that she deserves to be compensated, and if not, she's not going to stay. I would not be streaming for 8 hours a day, like looking at my phone and smoking weed. If I would have to get some donations if I would stream for 8 hours a day. Like, again, she's addicted. She doesn't care whether or not she gets paid. She doesn't care if donations come through, even though she might complain a little bit, but regardless, she will still stream. She was trying to exploit and guilt trip her audience for more donations, saying that if she didn't get more donations, she was going to end the live stream. And despite her not getting a single donation during that time, she never ended the stream. So, come on, man. It's crazy. Funny. Yeah, so funny how she never mentions to people who defend her, because that doesn't matter. She wants the toxicity. Oh, yo, chat. I guess I'm calling you guys chat. That seems kind of retarded. I keep saying it. Yo, guys. Would you like to see the message that Dragonflies left me? I already know it's going to be a yes. I already know it's going to be a yes. All right. Hey, Saren. How are you, Saren? It's nice to see you. I was actually just thinking about you a few days ago because I was like, man, I haven't seen Saren in my chat in a long time. Yes. Saren, it's so nice to see you again. I hope you're doing well, Saren. Yes, please. I posted it on Discord, but I think it was overlooked. I don't think anybody cared. They're like, so what? It's stupid. Let me go and pull up my messages here. Dragonflies. This is crazy. She wrote me a novel. Sarah, look, I would sound more hyped, but I'm just gonna sound like I'm just gonna sound like a massive like fangirl or something. It's so nice. It's so nice to see you. It's really nice to see you. You pop up when I least expect it. Wow. Wait till VP hits me up. All right, so here's a message from Dragonflies. Okay. At Tyler BSR Clips. I don't know why you keep bringing up my name and questioning my methods of being a moderator for Carissa and what you perceive to be true about my modding throughout the entirety of my on/off stunts. Okay. I've spent during the past 5 years, the only time I've ever defended her daughter was when someone typed her name and we mods were told to remove her name. As for the group chat, I have been in 3, and Carissa removed me from each one because we didn't get along. We were never close. We never messaged just to be friendly. It was okay. Dude, just stop. Just stop. The only time I ever defended her daughter was when someone typed her name in chat. Okay, yeah, but you didn't defend them when Carissa was walking into their room on stream, smoking a cone, still lit in her hand, and humiliating her on stream. Like you didn't defend them then. When Carissa got into her car accident and then tried deleting the evidence, you didn't defend them then. What's going on here? Let's go and finish this. So you weren't close with Carissa, but you've been in 3 private group chats with her. I don't get how that makes sense. You'd have to be relatively close, that's for sure. It was very uncomfortable, it says. Uncomfortable, but you stayed for 5 years. I've been accused of shit I've never done. Banned for it. Blocked for it. So nah, you have the wrong idea about me. I've had enough judgment. I don't need your approval. I just wanted you to know a little bit about me. Peace out. Well, I know all about you. I know all about you. Like I was willing to give you a way out, and I kind of like try to defend you. Not that you would care. I was like, okay, maybe she was manipulated. Maybe she was being blackmailed by Carissa. Something had to be going on to where for 5 years you sat there and watched this woman abuse, attack, go real life, call police on countless people, countless children, and you didn't do anything about it for 5 years. So, and I so badly wanted to give you some kind of excuse, but you just confirmed like you are delusional. This is delusional to me. And I really want to like you. Not that you would care, but I really want to like you. I've tried because I was like, oh shit, yeah, Dragonflies left. But then it dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute. You spent 5 years watching child neglect. You spent 5 years watching her go real life, attack families, report a GoFundMe for a child suffering from cancer. And you said nothing. And you still say nothing. Like, what's going on? Dragon always went back to her? Look, she should have left sooner and she could have been a mod in my chat. But at this point, like, she's not going to have a place to stay. I mean, she burned her bridge with Carissa. She kind of burned her bridge with me because there's just, or anybody for that matter, because it's just nobody's going to have you around. Like, you watched abuse unfold for 5 years and said nothing. Like, you're a part of the problem. You know? Troll needs yes men around her at all times. Absolutely. The moment that Dragonflies even question anything, which that's the one point that I'll give to her, she got blocked and removed from all group chats. So 5 years wasted. Yeah, 5 years wasted doing Troll's dirty work. She's a scumbag. I don't know her personally, but in order for me to judge this person, I have to think on the fact that, again, she watched 5 years of abuse, 5 years of like borderline illegal activities, and said nothing. and banned people out of her chat room for questioning her, that's a lot of time to stay delusional and not question the damn thing that's happening around you. She said the whole time they felt uncomfortable being around Carissa, that their relationship with each other has always been uncomfortable. Yet you stayed. Maybe if she's going to comment underneath here, I would just like to know a personal question for myself. Why did you stay for 5 years? And in that time, why didn't you call her out? And apparently you elaborate on what I said, and because I mentioned, like, okay, yeah, maybe Dragonflies was scared. Maybe she was, maybe she was being heavily manipulated, but no, she basically just said, none of those things are true, that apparently I don't know anything, that people here in this chat don't know anything, I guess. Yeah, Dragon can't get anywhere with Carissa, so she yells at Tyler. I won't be surprised if she goes running back, I don't want her to. I want the best for Dragonflies, I do. But I had to read this message to everybody because, come on, you can't sit there and say for 5 years you didn't see any abuse going on. Because in your own community post, you list off all the terrible things that she's done over that time, by the way, which you did do. But why didn't you do it back then? Like, if it was a problem to you as you were seeing it unfold in front of your eyes over the past 5 years, why did it take until 2026 to mention anything? You didn't care that a kid was being abused. You didn't care that people were being harassed in real life. You didn't care that Carissa tried fighting a 16-year-old girl, somebody's daughter, because this girl called her a fat bitch on Halloween, which prompted her to go up to New York Dad's property to fight a teenager. Pepper sprayed a man on his own property trying to protect his family. Make that make sense, But like, you didn't say anything then. So I'm gonna go ahead and judge you based off of that. So you can go ahead and make up the excuse, I don't know you in real life, I don't know who you really are, and maybe you're just playing a character, but a person like you to sit through that for 5 years, there is just no way. Anyway. Hey, Sarah, I just randomly pop in here and there, and I was happy to see someone live. Hope everyone's doing well. I am doing great, Sarah. Thank you for asking. I think she stayed because she hated Rick so much. Kay, we call that hate bonding. They were definitely hate bonding then. Yeah, you cannot tell the truth to Carissa or she'll block your ass. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd yell at Tyler too. What a dummy. What a dumbass. This Tyler guy's a real piece of shit. I think your dad has a 7-year-old restraining order against Carissa. I don't know why I said year old as if it was 7 years ago. What the fuck am I saying? I'm tired. He has a 7-year restraining order, not a restraining order that's 7 years old. What the fuck am I saying? I think, oh, great. Yeah, it was because I seen this comment right here. Thanks a lot, Kay. Didn't she dox Dragon too, or am I getting it mixed up? No, so Carissa threatened Dragonflies pretty much. She was like, I know all this stuff about you, and we can go over it if you want. It sounds like Carissa might know some things that we're not aware of. They were close. Yeah, dude, it's all Kay's fault. It's all Kay's fault in chat. That my brain got mixed up. Yeah, the restraining order that New York Dad has on Carissa is over 7 years old. It happened 7 years ago. Fuck out of here. What the hell am I saying? I'm joking. So they seemed close up until the Dragon said something Control didn't approve of in Tommy's chat a couple years ago. Control has treated her like shit ever since. And she stayed. Dragonflies, you can just admit that, I don't know, maybe you enjoyed being mistreated by people online. Maybe you get off to it. I don't know. I just don't understand why you would stay for 5 years and put up with that and watch it and say nothing. Like, no. You're right. You don't need my approval. You don't need it. You wanted me to know a little bit about you. What you said was just straight up lies. Like, these aren't facts. Peace out. Sayonara. Like, I don't... What were you trying to accomplish here? All I know is that what I said on that stream about her was very tame. I'm not even like a tough guy or anything. I'm not like a scary guy at all, by the way, but you see what I look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a scary guy. All I said was, hey, Dragonflies, like, if you come back around and if you say that you were manipulated, like, something must have happened in those 5 years to make you stay, right? But no, apparently I know nothing about her. We know nothing about him, okay? Yeah, so I think they broke up 3 times altogether. This is the 4th time. Watch her get back with her. Dude, Dragonflies, if you go back to Carissa, I'm keeping the screenshot, by the way. And your community posts that you took down have been archived too. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and go to your channel to see if they're still up, because you had a lot to say about Carissa. Dragonfly 7211. Okay, I'm not blocked. Okay, they're still up. I want to make sure we get this on record so we can just go and read this out loud. Yeah, we're digging, bro. We're digging. I have like 30 tabs open. We're like RAM maxing. Okay, so they broke up a month ago. Okay. Again, I would like to reiterate to you guys that she stuck around for 5 years. So as we're reading this, keep in mind that she watched abuse unfold for 5 years. Let's go ahead and see what her excuse is. Okay. I want to ask you why you and your family allow your 9-year-old minor child on YouTube. Under the guise of, I don't even know what she's saying. She's fucking crazy. Under the guise of Pop, and Granny. I am not going to post a link. I'm certain you are aware of how disturbing this is. Absolutely. You say you want to protect your child, but I don't see it. It only took 5 years, chat. As far as being a Catholic, you have years to study before you ever start progressing and preaching. If you're at all serious about becoming a full-fledged Catholic and not an online bookworm, keep your faith next to your bosom. Like everything else you do too much and it's not a good idea. Nobody asked for another Bible thumper channel. It's either that or vegan, for fuck's sake. By the way, I left you. You decided to come after me with orders telling me where to go and what I can say. Immediately after I told you exactly where I was, you went berserk and told me I crossed your boundaries. Yet you have always had it out for me. Not your precious other mods you see doing no wrong. It's not about the wrench, never has been. I came back to your chat without a fucking wrench several times over. I came back to your chat without a fucking wrench, bitch. So really, fuck you, Carissa. You're a fake and a phony. Enjoy your entitled life, dry begging on the internet. Damn. So... what else has to be said, dude? I don't know. Could you imagine if they get back together after this? Anyway, here's another one. At Big T Family. Oh, boy. You are covering up the fact that you allow your child to be on YouTube and tried to blame me for being a pedophile or a diddler for outing your parenting. It is against TOS to have a young child alone on your platform. Unsupervised. Hidden under the guise of your in-laws. Okay, this is just a repeat. Of your in-laws. That's not protecting her, like I said in my first post. Oh, I can barely read. Call me an old cunt all day, but predator... wait. Call me an old cunt all day, but predator I am not. You are putting your child in the crosshairs where pedophiles love to linger. Just like Roblox and other games. Preach. Dumbass, you banned me from your group chat, so don't you dare blame me for your fucking leaks you type so freely, so you can lie and feel superior. It's been 2 months exactly since I left you. It sounds like a bad breakup. Not months and months. Try getting off the drugs. You're hyper-focused on diddler propaganda and Bible thumper quotes that aren't from the Bible. Try getting off the drugs. Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, get back into it, damn it. That might be it. That might be it. So notice how her community posts went from hating on vegan to just hating on Carissa. I think she's escaped the vegan patriot propaganda. How long until they make up? I gave it a month. Imagine what her work thinks of her. My God, I would be so embarrassed. They know what she does, and she says freely that her job knows everything about her, and that she recommends people to contact the job and try to get her fired because apparently nothing's going to happen. So that's her telling your haters that. So keep that in mind, right?
No, I don't play that Christian mom thing. You might want to go over to Trisha's channel with that shit. I don't sit here and I'm a Christian and da 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 da. God fucking kills people for me. 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 Christian and da 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 da. God fucking kills people for me.
All right, we get it. I honestly think the place where she works is a hack place anyway. They're subpar, so they don't care. Yeah. Yeah, is Angel like sour milk? Is this my German lady? I don't even think... come on, I have to be subbed to her. A wild German lady. She posted some videos earlier. And they're gone.
You look terrible, babe. You're not looking good.
What get me through the fucking night. The pens are what get me through like tough. Well, I don't know. I actually think I'm okay. Is that bad? Is everything fine?
She has a full face of makeup on right now and she looks really bad.
Should I give a shit?
Like the bags under her eyes are awful.
Again, let me go and just say this, that I am the last to talk about anyone's appearance except for a select few. All right. But let me go and just say this. I am still all for the fact that she looks like Danny DeVito's interpretation of the Penguin. So this...
And that's not even like her at her worst.
is weird. I don't know why we're comparing looks with anybody.
like, what happened?
Your life is so low that you have to compare your life to a drug addict. Like, this is nuts. Yeah, diabolical. It's true. It's true. Definitely gaining it back. Like I said, Chad, I have been all kinds of weights throughout my life. I think the lowest weight I've ever been was, well, at least in my adult years or whatever, was 180. Right? I think I've always been naturally just a bigger guy. I love food. All right. But here's the fact: I didn't need medication to go from like 290 or whatever down to 180 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's Wegovy isn't some kind of magic shot that you take and you can eat whatever you want. You still have to count your calories. Like, you can't take Wegovy and then consume over your limit. You are retarded. 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 Like, why are we taking Wegovy and eating over your calorie limit? Because she was losing it for a while, but then like she hit a brick wall. And like Waywood said, yeah, she's gaining it back. Again, maybe you shouldn't have put that 6 pumps of chai, which is pure sugar, in your Starbucks coffee every morning. It's not doing you wonders. You should have also skipped out, okay, on the mozzarella sticks from White Castle. That's your favorite too. Like, it's you can't consume over your calorie limit and still take Wegovy. You're done. It's over. That's a fact. And German lady's not playing around. Look at her. German lady's not playing around. Let me go and just add really quick that German lady is absolutely beautiful. She's really beautiful. Look at that stern look, though. Look at that stern look. Dude, she could beat Carissa's ass. She could beat Carissa's ass, dude. Like, no, wait, no. This is bad. Hold on, wait, no. No, we gotta go back.
Coming from this hog right here. The fucking nerve.
By the way, like, the caterpillar eyelashes, they have to go too. You need to exercise and eat well. Obviously, you could lose weight and not have to exercise, as long as you stay in some kind of calorie deficit. But if she wants to continue eating what she eats without, feeling like she's restricting herself too much, then if she does implement exercise as well, again, I'm saying I can't talk, but I'm not the one preaching about weight loss, and I'm not the one taking a magic shot, but it's, yeah, go ahead and just like implement exercises, but until then, oh my god, that's wild. No, but until then, like, if you don't like, if why am I even giving advice? What am I even doing? Why am I giving advice to her? Yeah, we're done here.
That life.
Why am I even trying to talk rationally about her? I'm like, you know what, Carissa? If you want to increase your calorie limit, you still want to lose weight while on Wegovy, you got to implement exercise.
I'm disgusting for defending myself, but your behavior is just. I just don't belong here. Like, I don't belong here, and I don't know how to get the fuck out of here. I don't know how to find a different area on the internet. By the way, I can now go live on TikTok, and I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about getting the fuck out of here and just seeing what I can do on TikTok. I don't belong in this community with these people anymore. I don't. And it's not that I'm better. It's just that they don't want I'm not as mentally unwell as they are anymore. Like, I'm just not. Like, I was mentally unwell for a very long time. And I'm not saying that I'm like mentally well now, because I'm certainly not, but I'm getting there. I just, like, the fake outrage, the fake clutching of the pearls, I don't like this person, but I'm going to hang out in their chat room because they're talking about somebody that I don't like. Like, it's all of it. I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm not going to go. Perfect example. Like, I'm not going to go and kick it in Victoria's chat room because she's fighting with Sandman. What the fuck type of losers are you people? I'm sorry, but if the shoe fucking fits, lace that shit up and fucking wear it. I don't know what to tell you. Shit's corny as hell. These are fucking adults. I hate you. I hate the person you hate. Let's be besties. Like, you could say what you want to say about me and Trisha, but me and Trisha never became friends over mutual hatred for somebody else. No, you don't. And
That's such a bold-faced lie. Listen here, Danny DeVito. Like, if the fact is, Skelly was whooping your ass. Zaya was whooping your ass. Like, since you were both being judged for being terrible mothers on the internet, you both obviously couldn't win. You put your differences aside and started moderating for each other. And, you know, if you guys had penises, you'd be sucking each other off right now. That's what happened. You both were laughing stocks. That's like two lol cows getting like together because they have, they have mutual hate from an audience. They didn't make up because they like each other. There's no way they like each other. Anybody who goes around calling another person's child retarded, trying to host like a StreamYard game show to prove whose child is smarter, anybody who does that, they don't like each other. And that's going rock bottom. Realistically, any parent who has to deal with somebody, clowning on their kid wouldn't accept an apology. Like, they didn't even apologize to each other either. It was just, they just couldn't handle the heat coming from all fronts, Zaya, Pebs, Skelly. I'm probably missing a few, and I'm sorry. Okay, I don't know too many people who cover her, but they were on her ass. I think Marty was on her ass at some point too. I think if you type in Music Biz Marty, the worst mother on YouTube, he did a stream based on her too. She was getting hit, dude. She was getting hit. Her whole chat is vegan haters. Yeah, it's hate bombing. At least my chat room is like a mixture, right? My chat room's a mixture. You have my haters, okay, which I don't know why that is, but you have my haters, you have vegans haters, you have Carissa's haters, and it's just a melting pot. Her chat room is primarily, like you said, it's just vegan patriot haters. Because again, it's hate bonding. She claims she doesn't hate bond. Her whole channel is hate bonding. Like, come on. Yeah, I'll talk about her on the forums and Reddit. So I wish I can pull up her last two streams where she's been raging really bad. She was poking Rick pretty bad too. That's the same clip where I showed you where she justified a 9-year-old being on TikTok. She took those down. I don't think they were archived, but hey, if you're like a rage addict, if you catch her while she's live, it's a fix that you need. There's nothing like it. I'm surprised she doesn't have her own forum yet, but that would take one of us being on there to make it happen. I have that long tail of haters. Damn. It's funny because I could ask why, and there's never really a reason, but that's just how it is, you know, you get God. I have a long tail of haters. Sorry, I don't know. All I know is that my chat room, dude. Dude, it was a massive contrast to Carissa's. Carissa's chat room was full of VP haters, and my chat room was full of Tyler haters. Like, I'm gonna have to go back and take a look. Yeah, that was a while, wasn't it? That was crazy. Anyway.
Respect you for it, Bay. I really do. I want to make like something so clear. Like I'm not apologetic, nor do I feel bad about any of my behaviors in the past week at all. I don't feel bad. I didn't say nothing wrong, and I don't give a fuck how any of you people feel about it. I don't care. I don't know. There's all like this fake outrage over what I said to fucking No Neck when he came in my chat that day. I'm sorry, but like the condolences and the nice version of me, like that wasn't good enough for you. You didn't like me being kind. I just want to let you all know, like Fat Neck was threatening me in my emails, and I never told you guys about it. I never came to chat and was like, yeah, this No Neck loser is talking shit to me in emails. Because no, I wasn't going to do that. I was still showing grace. But like when you want to...
I think Rick's showing grace against you. This is a father who had to lay his son to rest. This is a father who's still actively grieving. And I think he's showing mercy on you. He's told you multiple times in your chat room to please stop mentioning him and to please stop mentioning his son. And that's the least you can do, right? The least you can do is not mention anything. The least you can also do is not act like you cared for him or cared for his family. Because what you proceeded to do is to make it all about you. This father just lost his son, like Sue. Rick and Sue, the family, lost a kid. And what you decided to do was you made it all about you. You tried to act like how heartbroken you were. You were just trying to soak up like any kind of attention you can get from it as if you were the one who lost a child. The only way that you're going to be losing a child, Carissa, is when CPS gets called on you. Okay? And that's a fact. You sat there and you just took it all in. Like I remember seeing a few comments apologizing to Carissa, like, oh wow, yeah, like I'm so sorry that you feel so bad. This is terrible for the community. But yet she never wants to address the fact anymore that she reported that GoFundMe. We have clips up, like Mary J has the clip up of her admitting that she did it and how she claimed that she did it out of spite and out of anger. Like there was no justified reason, nor would there ever be. You made it all about you and you acted like you cared. Well, you didn't care when you were trying to deny this teenager help. Acting like you cared. You're showing grace to a grieving father. Get the fuck out of here. And how she's done showing grace. You never showed grace to begin with. And it just seems like you're rubbing it in even further. Chat, she's so disgusting. It's gross. Yeah, she did. Yep, she did it all in a live. She did it all in a stream that she privatized, by the way, but it was also archived. So yeah, anyway. Imagine how Carissa would have acted if her child had been sick. That's what I'm saying. But that wasn't even the worst of it. The worst part about the whole entire situation was that somebody in chat or whoever, they were calling Carissa broke. They were saying how broke she was. She spends all of her money on Pop Mart, Amazon slop, whatever. And in order to prove the haters wrong, they went over to the GoFundMe, which unfortunately no longer had much of a purpose. I'm not sure if they were able to use the money for I'm not sure if they're able to take it out early or whatever to use it to bury Dominic. I don't know how that works. But she wanted to prove how not poor she was by donating $50 to it, which was very disgusting. And apparently that's her showing grace. Her showing grace is making a situation about herself. Her showing grace is reporting a kid's GoFundMe. Her showing grace was donating $50 to a GoFundMe that I believe was unfortunately no longer had a purpose. On stream. And Rick was like, we don't want your money. We want nothing to do with you. We don't want your condolences. And you got upset at that. You got upset because Rick didn't want your condolences. He wanted no part of you. He just wanted you to not mention anything about it. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. I don't want your condolences. You didn't care for my family. You didn't care for my Dominic when he was alive. I want nothing to do with you. I don't need your prayers. It was so disgusting when she sat there and said that she was praying. That she was praying, for the kid. Get the fuck out of here. There's something seriously wrong with her. There's something seriously wrong with her. It's really gross. I believe I did a stream on it. I hope I can still find the archived content somewhere so I can re-upload it. I'm going to have to make a compilation here of the past few streams where she was making the passing of Dominic all about herself. And I shouldn't even be mentioning her in the same breath as that kid. I shouldn't even be doing that. This guy didn't want her condolences, and instead what she does is continue to attack Rick. It's just really disgusting.
Come in my chat room and poke at me. I have the right to say something, which everything I said was the truth. If you don't like it, I could show the messages. I said nothing disparaging about a child, but if you want to try to spin that into cool. I didn't do that though. But if you want to run with that narrative, it's really the truth is the truth. And people with a brain, it's this is why when you guys reported me, it didn't work. Because you guys reported me. You said that I did something. And then when you sent in the clips of me doing the thing that you claimed I was doing, I wasn't doing that in the clip. So me telling somebody the truth I was trying to give condolences. I was trying to move the fuck on. They're the one who wanted to continue to argue and fight. It's the same people over and over again, but I hold issue when if you're supposed to fuck with me, then you're supposed to fuck with me. But I don't know. I guess I don't pay attention and people use that to their advantage. But if I'm supposed to have loyalty to you, where is your loyalty to me? It's always one-sided. I've noticed that. And then the way that I'm feeling right now is I don't need y'all on the internet. I don't need. The thing, right? I don't feel bad about reporting that GoFundMe because I don't believe for a second that 1 cent of that money went towards that kid. I believe all of that money went towards Rick's pockets. I probably shouldn't have told probably shouldn't have mentioned the fact that I reported the GoFundMe, but I did. I don't even think I donated. I don't even think that I donated to the GoFundMe, but I never reported the GoFundMe. First of all, I did donate. I want to just say that off the rip. I donated and I went back to my donation. And because I was a donator, I went back to my donation and I said, I think that this is something that we should look into because of this video. And I sent them.
I think I just felt like so many things were being done to me, and that was all I had that I retaliated against with.
Here's the thing, right? I will most of the time rat myself out with things that I do. I probably shouldn't have told any of. Probably shouldn't have mentioned the fact that I reported the GoFundMe, but I did. I did. And that's one thing that I will say when it comes to me. I usually rat myself out. It's pretty hard for me to keep secrets. I have a big mouth, especially like when it comes to my own shit. So I usually will rat myself out. I'll rat myself out, and I don't feel bad. I know what I did and didn't do, and I really that's really what all I have to say about that.
Well, there you go. There you go. So she felt like she was backed into a corner, which led her to reporting a GoFundMe for somebody suffering from cancer. And that's what it was. And the only reason why this was uploaded, she complained about this, by the way. The only reason why this was posted was because they were denying it heavily. I remember I made a post tagging her about it, which I think led her to crash out. Of her saying, prove it, prove, yes, like prove where I said that. I never said anything like that. I never did that. And here she goes admitting it and saying, you know, how they don't feel bad. Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, now she's got her Bible as a shield. No, I think when the time comes when we all meet our maker, and when Carissa meets her maker, she's going to have a lot to answer for. Some people sin more than others. Some people don't, a lot of people don't repent for their sins. So she's going to be held at judgment. She's going to be questioned. And what is she going to say? Nothing but excuses. Like no accountability. I've never not once seen her take accountability at all. So anyway.
We're not the fucking same, okay? I spend majority of my life in service to others. I don't feel bad that I come on the internet and talk shit back to motherfuckers that talk shit to me. I don't. And you're never going to make me feel bad for it. I'll continue to pray that you find fucking something to fill that hole that's in your heart. Okay? Because that's all it is. You people are fucking pathetic. And especially you people that used to pump fake that you cared about me and are now trying to shit down my neck. You're the most pathetic of them all. I hope you know that. You are the most pathetic of them all. Like I said, it's a bunch of people that have spent majority of the past decade trying to fit in an online community. You spent the better part of the last decade of your life in Discord.
Oh, you can keep shaking your head all you want, but I remember you on Discord, and you would post pictures of your chocolate starfish, lady. I haven't forgotten about that. I don't think I'm able to forget about it because it was just so horrid to see such a rancid snatch pop up on my screen. Terrible.
I'm out here phasing this shit out of my life, and I'm getting better in my life, and you guys are hoisting up a scumbag like Vegan who's assaulting elderly people and abusing her parents. You can't say that, oh, we don't like you because you're a disgusting person. No, you support disgusting people. Pebs and Vegan are disgusting people. They victimize people in their real lives. Pebs killed a dog like 2 years ago. And you are all like, oh, she has a new pet. It's so cute. She killed a dog. Left the dog to rot in a fucking Section 8 apartment in Florida for 2 weeks. And you
know, I haven't seen that dog for a while. I haven't seen your dog for a while. Now, I know I said earlier that You put it on Gary and how the dog was Gary's burden because I don't think Gary ever wanted a dog. Who's to say that possibly, you know, there wasn't a situation involving the Care Bear crockpot and the dog? I am awfully suspicious, since usually when people have dogs, they always make their presence known. Like they are the light to everyone's life. Like, I'm shocked that I haven't heard a peep, not one bark. Last time I've seen that dog was when you were hauling it around Target in your shopping cart as a puppy. So I don't know. You're going to have to prove to me that your dog's alive. I would hope it is alive. And like I said, hopefully it doesn't involve a situation with the Care Bear crockpot. But you have some nerve to talk about how people take care of their dogs. Again, we've seen no sign of life at all. So, yeah, well, it beats me. I don't know. So quick to repeat lies so she doesn't have to take accountability for her own shit. You could post compilations upon compilations of contradictions, and she will still proceed to say how none of it's true. She is full of shit. She's
Dumb
absolutely
bitches
full
are
of
like,
shit.
oh, it's so cute. Until the dog does something wrong and they abuse it like they did to the last one. Like I said, this is what you people support. You cannot convince me that I'm the scumbag. You are the scumbag. Y'all are the scumbag. And y'all don't like me because I am literally... I remind you of that part of yourself that you refuse to admit that is part of you. I remind you so much of that part of yourself that either you're too scared to be or you're ashamed of because I fixed that part of me. Like, it's more about you than it will ever be about me. Ever. Literally ever. The Bible says to treat people how they treat you. I'm going to treat you people the way that you treat me. Y'all are demons. Literal demons. And I something else today told me too, like, I was listening to a song and in the song it was like, light is just supposed to, like, I'm not supposed to go towards dark. I'm not supposed to fuck with you people. I'm not supposed to fuck with you demons. So kindly leave the demons out of my chat. Like, demon, we don't talk about the demons here. Vegan is on her way to becoming a demon, and it's getting to a point where I'm gonna stop talking about this stupid bitch too, because she's venturing over into the demon territory. Okay? I'm hoping she could be saved. But I will continue to pray for your fucking souls. And I cussed, I shouldn't have said that. But I pray for you people. And I don't pray for bad things to happen to you. Like, I could read to you what I pray for. I pray that you find kindness. Pray that you find joy. I hope that whatever hole that is in your, like, I pray for you people, like, solid, whole heart.
I pray that someday you can manage to find a way to become stable, independent, provide a better life for the daughter that you always talk about. I hope that you could stop plugging your YouTube channel to clients at the McDonald's of care facilities for suffering addicts. I pray that you stop getting into car accidents with a child in the back seat and proceed to delete evidence. I also pray that you stop reporting GoFundMes for cancer treatment for innocent teenagers or kids who have nothing to do with your online shenanigans. I pray that you stop sleeping with Gary every night. I pray that you stop doing that. I don't think a person should be sleeping with their stepfather. I also pray that someday I can manage to forget about your rancid snatch, as it's forever ingrained in my brain. there are a lot of things I can pray for. We can go on and on. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yep. She says that you pray for her to stop getting pets. I pray for that too. She's incapable of taking care of them. Remember when she had the hamsters that died? Do you remember the hamsters in her background during her streams? Yeah, they died. She's incapable of taking care of living beings. She's incapable. So I pray for Calrissa to meet her karma square and to kiss her. So, yep. Make sure you guys pray tonight. Yeah, I will continue to pray for your fucking soul. Like this is just peak delusional behavior. And then the hamsters ate each other and she got new ones. So that tells you all you need to know. Yeah, they died. They ate each other to death.
Tears streaming down my face, like fucking prayers. I wish that you people find joy and happiness, whatever it is missing in your life, especially you, Pebs, because I know you're the most miserable one of them all. But I pray for you. I wholeheartedly pray for you. Like I said, not for bad things, for the best things. I pray for the Holy Spirit to come and rid your soul of that demon that has attached itself to you. And you want to know how I know y'all are demons? I mean, lean in. I'm gonna tell you how I know. Pray for you. Like I said, not for bad things, for the best things. I pray for the Holy Spirit to come and rid your soul of that demon that has attached itself to you. And you want to know how I know y'all are demons? I mean, lean in. I'm gonna tell you how I know. I'm gonna tell you how I know. Because you're talking to a bitch who literally danced with the devil. I can recognize demons because I recognize them in my fucking self. Okay?
Oh my god. Dude, she's retarded.
I know what it looks like to be moved by demons because I've been moved by demons. I had demons reading tarot cards for me, okay? Literal demons in my ear telling me how to read tarot. That's how I know that y'all are demons. I know it. Without a shadow of a doubt, I know it in my spirit. Y'all are demons. And I'm not meant to battle y'all. Y'all are battling yourselves anyway. Y'all aren't fucking mad at me. Y'all aren't fighting with me. Y'all don't hate me. Y'all hate